thoughts about Bigfoot. Theory number 1. Bigfoot is a rare North American primate. Many experts believe Sasquatch is a species of undocumented ape. The most prevalent theory is that Bigfoot is a highly evolved great ape of some sort, a species some researchers have referred to theoretically as the North American ape. This certainly fits with the description of Sasquatch through the years. But where would such an ape have come from? Bigfoot giganto theory is an interesting concept that says Bigfoot may trace his family tree back to a giant 10-foot tall ape species known as Gigantopithecus blacki. This massive creature went extinct long ago, but some researchers speculate that Giganto may have evolved into what we call the Yeti. Yeti ancestors may have then followed ancient humans across the Bering Land Bridge to North America during the time of the last ice age. This accounts for two similar creatures, Sasquatch and the Yeti, existing so far apart, and it gives us an explanation for Bigfoot. There's no fossil record of apes in North America, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Fossils don't preserve well in forests, and there are many scavengers to clean up any carcasses. However, it is hard to explain how such a large creature could leave so few clues that it even exists. In the end, this theory still presents us with a flesh and blood creature that biologists ought to be able to track down. Theory number 2. Is Bigfoot human? Is the Sasquatch just another species of human that has chosen to avoid us? What if Bigfoot isn't an ape at all? What if he's more like us? Many Bigfoot witnesses say the creature is very human-like, and in some Native and even early European American cultures, Sasquatch is referred to as a man, not an animal. This does make some sense on a few different levels. Many people don't realize that there have been several species of humans on this planet, not just we Homo sapiens. Like any other animal, our family tree has twists and turns and dead ends. Some human species merged and even evolved into what we are today, and some died off. Do any of them fit the description of Bigfoot? This would explain such a few things, as extremely high levels of intelligence that the Bigfoot is said to possess. It would also explain how Sasquatch could survive in harsh climates by hunting. In the end, if Bigfoot is a type of human, we should still find more evidence than we do. Theory number 3. Does the spiritual realm explain Bigfoot better than the physical world? Is Sasquatch a forest spirit? Let's be sure to cover all the bases. What if this creature doesn't exist in the natural world at all? Is it just luck and happiness that the only people who ever see Bigfoot are totally unprepared to document the encounter? It's an odd paradox that a creature so secretive that it has not even been properly documented by science seems to readily reveal itself to moving cars, hunters wearing orange camouflage, and teenagers wandering along dirt roads. Of course, even in this age, where everyone is carrying a smartphone with a camera attached, nobody claims to spot Bigfoot, ever. Sure, they're startled and shaken up by the encounter, but during tsunamis, earthquakes, street riots, and even other terrifying events, people will record video and take pictures. However, Some witnesses will claim to observe a Sasquatch for 30 seconds, and it never occurs to them to take a photo. Why not? Is it possible that Bigfoot is a forest spirit, a supernatural guardian of the earth and woodlands? Might this be why the witnesses report being mesmerized by encounters? And might this be why so few have their withheld to go for their cell phone camera? Indeed, in some parts of North America, Native Americans regard Bigfoot as a supernatural being and often a messenger of the natural world. This is similar to the way the indigenous people of Nepal and Tibet view the Yeti, as a spiritual entity. Perhaps Europeans and modern researchers have missed the mark, so to speak, when it comes to the understanding the true nature of Sasquatch. Maybe there is so little evidence because there is simply none to find. Theory number 4. Bigfoot is not from this world. Some believe alien visitors have deposited Sasquatch on our planet for reasons known only to them. Some people believe Bigfoot may be an alien species dropped off here by visitors from another world. As odd as this sounds, there does not seem to be a correlation between increases in Bigfoot sightings and increases in UFO activity. But what point could there be to this strange relationship between aliens and Bigfoot? Maybe these Sasquatch creatures are a type of experiment. Aliens would leave them on our planet for a while and then collect them again after a period of time. Since they are apparently similar to us, the alien visitors may be able to see all kinds of results that exposure to our earthly environment has had on them. Maybe this is a kinder, gentler way for aliens to get information about the human race, rather than all that inconvenient abducting and probing. Perhaps Bigfoot is a hybrid of some sort, a cross between humans and some kind of creature that exists on the alien homeworld. Or maybe even an alien race is somehow attempting to reverse engineer humans' DNA, and this Bigfoot creature is the closest thing they've come up with so far. The Bigfoot alien theory is certainly among the most bizarre of the Bigfoot theories. We could speculate forever, but I suppose alien involvement could explain why no specimen has ever been captured, why no carcasses have ever been found, and why Bigfoot seems to be here one instant and gone the next. Theory number 5. Bigfoot is a myth. Skeptics say the Bigfoot myth is an important part of Native American religion that is carried on into the mainstream world. Is Bigfoot a myth? So far, each of these Bigfoot theories is more bizarre than the one that came before. But here's one even the most devout skeptic can get their brain around. What if Bigfoot only exists in our mind as a sort of ancestral memory passed down from over thousands and thousands of years? Of course, this explains why nobody has found any evidence, but it does not account for why the legend is so ingrained in the cultures of North America, both ancient and present day. One way to explain this is by looking at ancient people's ways of remembering history through storytelling. Many Native American tribes, and we presume the primitive tribes who crossed the Bering Strait, kept history based on oral tradition. They had no written language, only the stories passed on from generation to generation. If early humans shared the forest of Asia with a creature such as the aforementioned, these stories and accounts may have survived to recent times, passed on by the indigenous tribes of the Americas. This satisfies skeptics and explains why there is little physical evidence, but it does not account for all the reported sightings. If Bigfoot isn't real, why are so many people spotting him? Thank you for watching. This is the very first video of many on my journey into the unknown. Please subscribe for more videos and series coming soon, only here on Paranormal Theory.